Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back if you know me. If you don't recognize this face, nice to meet you. My name is Latrice, and this right here is Faith by Latrice, where you have come to see me on YouTube. Faith by Latrice, where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying, okay? All right, y'all. So, life be life, man. Currently and experiencing that in an area of my life. But that's neither here nor there, okay? But I also say that to say today's excuse me, verse of the day on my Bible app was Jeremiah 29:11. Now I know some of y'all who watch me right now may not read the Bible, and that's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to come across, or somebody's going to come across this video who has never seen my face, has never seen or heard what I talk about, does not talk to God on a regular, and that's fine. But you may or may not have heard of this verse out of the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. And I'm going to read it to you, okay? It reads, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. Another translation says, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Okay. Now, even in the devotional that I watched with this, talking about this verse, there was a video of a man like talking about it and explaining it, right? And I was waiting for him to say what I thought he was going to say, and he did, because this verse sounds like, oh my gosh, yes, God says he has plans to prosper me and not to harm me. He knows the plans he has for a future and the hope, all the things. Whole nine. However, now this is actually in the book of Jeremiah, right? So right now is God talking to his people, the Israelites, through Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah, I believe he's a prophet. So he's talking about, we talked about this. God is talking to Jeremiah to talk to his people, which are the Israelites. Now, when he says this to his people, listen to me. The Israelites at that time, at this moment of this proclamation, of this saying that God is talking about, they are currently in captivity, in exile, in a foreign country, in Babylon. Okay, they in exile, locked down somewhere in captivity. They're held captive. And at the time, I believe they had been, matter of fact, let me just go to the verse before that. It says, verse 10, for thus says the Lord, when 70 years are completed, when 70 years are completed for Babylon, I will visit you and I will fulfill to you my promise and bring you back to this place. Pause. Did y'all hear that? God is telling them after 70, when the 70 years are up that you're in this exile, I'm going to come back for you, right? That's already like, what? And then he says, I will visit you and I will fulfill my promise and bring you back to this place. So first, it's like he says after the 70 years of exile is up, right? But the second half of that, he says, I will fulfill my promise to you. Got to take the good with the bad. Now, for present day, like metaphorical gems that we can get from this, think about how many of us, because I'm going to include myself in the picture, how many of us are feeling, even probably at the start of January, right? Some things are not the way we want it to be, right? Starting off the new year. Some things are. Maybe some things are going swell and fantastic. I can say that also. Let me not act like life just be life to me all the time. Because honestly, I am in a way better space than I was last year. This time last year, I'm in a way better space. I can say that, like, for sure, for certain. Like, I'm very blessed in more ways than I can even count to y'all. This would be like a 2-hour long video, probably even longer than that. But I am very blessed. I am very fortunate. And I do have a lot of things that I'm very grateful for. A lot of things that I can't even buy with money, right? And some things that were bought with money. The point. Some areas in our lives may not feel like they hitting yet. And I say yet because, yes, they're going to hit. But you have to know that it's not over. I didn't even get y'all the title of this video. Like that mother, oi. Not easy, but good. And let me tell you where that comes from, right? So first of all, I'm going to give y'all some context and we're going to go back to Jeremiah 29:11. So the title, Not Easy But Good. What do I mean by that? In the beginning, like in Genesis, all the way back when in Genesis, in the beginning of the Bible, when God was creating the earth, right, and everything in it, he created the earth in 6 days, right? And every time he created something, the sky, the birds, the animals, the seas, all of that, after he finished, he said, and it was good. After he finished with the thing he was creating and forming and shaping and naming, well, I don't know if he named everything, but because he told Adam to name himself. But anyway, the point. After he finished shaping it, forming it, putting it in the earth, he said, and it was good. That's how we knew it was finished. Woo! That's how we knew it was finished. And as so it was with those things that he created, it is the same with people. Now, the difference between people and things is that when God created people, he said in the Bible that he was giving us dominion over all things on the earth. Wow, that is the difference between us and all of the things, all the animals and the plants and all the things. We have dominion. Human beings have dominion, control, rule over the things on the earth, right? Boom. So you got to think about it. We are the only living things that God gave dominion over the rest of it, right? So it's going to take some extra time, a little bit extra time to get to our and it was good moment. It's going to take some time to get to the and it was good moment, right? Not easy, but good. God never said anything on this planet would be easy. Actually, he said the opposite, like I told you on another video. I think it's in at the end of Matthew, where Jesus says, in this world, you will have tribulations. You're going to have troubles, but fear not, for I have overcome the world. He said, you're going to have troubles and trials. You can't get around that. But guess what? Guess what? It ain't going to be easy, but I'm going to put my and it's good on the end of that. Oh my. God is writing our story. Okay. Remember I told you on another video, trust the storyteller. Ours is taking a little bit longer than when God created the seas and the animals, the birds, everything in the sky that moves, that flies, everything in the sea that swims, the grass, all the things. That was quick when he did that, right? Now, he did form people, okay? And that was the only time you heard God say, and it was not good for man to be alone. Oh my God. So he had to make another person so that it would be good. We'd be together, man and woman, Adam and Eve. Okay, y'all follow me? Okay. Not easy, but good. God, ultimately, what's the point of this? God knows what's best for us, right? And there is going to be a good for us, right? If you don't feel like you've reached your good, if you feel like certain areas of your life are not hitting, whether it's relationships, romantic, friendships, parents, whatever, if it's career, you know, your job, what you're doing, your purpose in life, if you're not doing the thing you are called to do, if you haven't figured that out yet, or if you, whatever it is, if it's not good, that means God's not finished. If it's not good yet, God's not finished. So guess what? That's encouragement right there. Just like when he said in verse 10, it's the 70 years that some of us, it feels like it's been 70 years. Some of us, it feels like it's been 70 years, God, that we struggling in this area. But guess what? Second half of that said, I will visit you. I will visit you. God's going to come to where you are. Oh my gosh. And I will fulfill to you my promise. It feels like it's been 70 years. It feels like it's been forever. And this area of our life still isn't budging. But guess what? God said, yes, it feels like it's forever. But that's because I'm taking you on a different journey. We gonna get to that thing that's good. And matter of fact, it's going to blow your mind. But the way you're going to get there is not the way you thought you was going to get there. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Sidebar. Y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it, right? It's like memes on the interweb. And it's like a picture that says, my plan from A to B, straight line. God's plan from A to B is like, it be like that sometimes. But guess what? If we don't do the loop-de-loop, circle back up and down, we don't become the person that deserves or is worthy of the thing we're going to receive. Because it's about character. It's about character. It's about integrity. It's about shaping you and experience, really. I was just talking about this with my dad, I believe. Some things you can't get around. You cannot get around hard work. You have to put in work to see results. You may be the most gifted person in the world, but if you don't hone your craft and develop your skill, somebody who is average will reach more heights than you because they put in the work and time, right? And growing yourself as a person. And why not let the one who created all things and all people help you do that? It's really more of a story. Not easy, but good. It's not going to be easy, but you will reach your good. Because God was not lying when he said, for I know the plans I have for you. You don't. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil. And I had to remember that myself. Well, y'all, talking to myself. Okay, well, to give you a future and a hope. Moral of the story, we will have our future and we will have our hope. We are going to get to the thing. It's not going to be easy, but it will be good. All right, y'all, that's really all I got, okay? I love you. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando ahora mismo con mi camiseta azul, I love you. Because listen, life be life. But get what? We gonna prosper regardless. Bye, y'all.